In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English phrase, to run out of steam. When you run out of steam, it means you're really tired after working for a long time, or maybe hiking all day or doing something that is a bit exhausting. Yesterday I worked really long. I worked till it was really late last night and I ran out of steam. At around 7:30 I thought, I should just go in, have a shower, maybe watch the Blue Jays game, because I was just exhausted. My muscles hurt. I was laying blocks by the house. I'll show you that job when it's done, but I definitely ran out of steam. So to run out of steam means to be out of energy, but usually because you did something that was physically exhausting. The other phrase I wanted to teach you today is to be steamed. When you're steamed, it simply means you're angry. Like you could say, oh, I was late for work 5 days in a row. My boss was steamed. It just means that your boss was really, really angry. When you say someone is steamed, it means they are not happy, and sometimes not happy with you. So to review, to run out of steam means to be tired or exhausted, to be physically and mentally done. Like you have no more energy left. And to be steamed simply means to be angry. Or maybe you eat your vegetables that way. The other day I ate steamed broccoli. The broccoli was steamed. So obviously it has other meanings as well. But hey, let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from Vitor. Hello, Bob. When you and Jen are at the market, do you notice what kind of flowers people like the most? I mean, different strokes for different folks. I don't think people will have preferences because all the flowers you produce are beautiful. Maybe it is good to know if one kind of flower is selling more than another. Thank you, Bob. Mode chirps in. I'm also wondering what their best seller is. Probably peonies and lizzies. And then my response, it changes as the season progresses. People love to see the bouquets slowly change week to week, like to see different flowers in them. If we had the exact same flowers every week, people would get a bit bored. So sunflowers all season long, but peonies, then zinnias, then dahlias, and then lisianthus are how the season progresses and changes. So thanks, Vitor, for that comment. So we do have flowers that kind of, as the season goes along, become more popular. And people do like variety. People do like to see different flowers. So at this point in time, the lizzies are starting to bloom. The dahlias are actually starting to bloom at the same time. But the question is, which is the most popular? Variety is the most popular. People like to see different flowers from week to week. They don't mind, like zinnias, lizzies, dahlias, they don't mind buying the same flower. I think I just walked through a spider web with the camera. They don't mind buying the same flower for a few weeks, but not longer than 3 or 4 weeks. And then we're humans. We like to see new things. We like to experience new things. So certainly sunflowers, we just use all the time. They're kind of like a mainstay, you would say. It's a pretty common flower. But throughout the rest of the season, people do like to see a little bit of variety and a little bit of change, especially towards the fall. They like to see more what we would call fall colors. Colors like browns and deep oranges, and the things you would see more closer to the fall. Purples and yellows, maybe like a darker yellow, almost an orangey yellow, becomes quite popular. So, and if you don't think there's brown flowers, well, right down here, I guess not quite brown. I'm not sure how you would describe that. I'll have to ask Jen. But yeah, all kinds of colors, all kinds of variety. Anyways, thanks for watching this short English lesson. I'll see you in a couple days with another one. Bye.